ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Tyson. Oh man, I want to give my own introduction and stuff. All right, y'all. Beautiful stuff. I like this. No one here speaks English. It's cool. It's gonna work. It's gonna work real good. Real good.
If Greg Cohen could join us along with the rest of the fighters for our news conference, we'll get started here in just a moment. Is extremely proud that Mike Tyson chose Turning Stone Resort Casino as the location for his first event as a boxing promoter. And Turning Stone has established itself as upstate New York's boxing capital recently with, this will be our 6th nationally televised boxing event in the last 12 months. And Mike is one of the most recognized sports stars in the world and now also a star of stage and screen. He's also a proud New Yorker, as we all know, and it's only appropriate.
That's good!
Upstate New York to make his debut as a fight promoter. You're going to hear from Mike a lot more here in the next few moments, and the great fighters who will be featured on ESPN Friday night. Following the remarks of the folks here on stage, we'll have a media question and answer session with Mike Tyson. Right now, we'd like to welcome Friday's ring announcer, Bob Alexander, who will MC today's news conference.
Thank you very much, Brett. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We thank you all for being here. We're looking forward to an amazing event, the very first production for Iron Mike Productions coming up this Friday night. It also is the season finale for ESPN Friday Night Fights for their 2013 season. We're very excited about that. The entire world is going to see just what Iron Mike Productions has to offer, and it's going to offer for a long time in the future. Also, this event is being co-promoted by Greg Cohen Promotions, and Greg has joined me up here. We're going to ask him to come up and just say a couple words real quick, if you would, Greg. Greg Cohen, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for coming. This is the 6th major television event done at Turning Stone in the last year, and I've been lucky enough to be part of 5 of them. Turning Stone is just an unbelievable venue, and their commitment to big-time boxing is it's refreshing and welcome to the sport, and I'd like to thank everybody at Turning Stone. I'd also like to thank ESPN, Brian Queter. You know, the ESPN Friday Night Fight Series was supposed to have the finale last week, and when the team from Iron Mike Productions put this event together, ESPN extended the series to make this the season finale. And I think it's just wonderful. They recognize how great an event it is, and we're truly excited to be a part of it. I want to thank all of Iron Mike Productions, especially Henry Rivalta, who gave Arash Usmanee this opportunity to fight Argenis Mendez. Arash Usmanee, I don't know, most of you probably saw what happened to him in his last fight, which was on ESPN. He was fighting an IBF eliminator against Francis Bartholomew, and he got robbed. I mean, everybody who saw the fight saw he won all but maybe 2 or 3 rounds. But the people at Iron Mike have done the right thing. They've given Arash this unbelievable opportunity to fight for the world title, and this is what every fighter dreams of.
No excuses, just results. Just results.
The rest of the card is as good as the main event. You have Claudio Marrero and Jesus Cuellar. You know, it's going to be an unbelievable fight. Both guys are great boxers. They have terrific power. And, you know, I think that fight, it's going to be fireworks from round 1 to whenever it ends. And I wouldn't be surprised if that one didn't go the distance. But once again, I just want to thank everybody. We're real happy to be here once again at Turning Stone, and we're looking forward to a great event, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be working with Mike Tyson and his first promotion. Thank you.
And as you saw a moment ago, the champ's all raring and ready to get up here and start talking, but I told him, hey, I've been waiting 20 years to make this introduction, so give the man his due here. This gentleman, one of the most recognizable faces in the entire world. Just a stone's throw away from this location, he learned to box under the legendary trainer champion Customato. Youngest heavyweight champion in history, fighter of the decade in the 1980s, movie star, star of a one-man production on stage, and very rightfully, 2010, inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame just down the street in Canastota, New York. Please welcome your host from Iron Mike Productions, the one and only heavyweight champion of the world, Iron Mike Tyson.
Thank you very much. I'd like to say this is really a pleasure and honor to be here at the Turning Stone Hotel and Resort to promote my first fight. And this is going to be an action-packed card. And this is, man, I used to know, I'm privileged to have the great champion, Argenis Mendez, in my stable. Like when he's going to go against the great Arash Usmanee. You Usmanee. Okay, and you're from Afghanistan, I think. Okay, guys. And as I was saying, and again, you got the Metric, Claudia, Verona, and you're going again. Jesus, Andre. You that guy, right? Please be trying to say your last name. Please help me. His last name? Cuellar. Jose Cuellar. Jesus Cuellar. Okay, cool. So now we have Alexis, the Mexican Cuban. The Mexican Cuban, where is he at? B. The Mexican Cuban Moreno. And you'll be fighting. Oh, wow. Here you go. Where's he at over here? Where's Hugo at? Is Hugo here? Well, he's in transit. He's Hugo Guerrero. He's your guy. What's your last name? Come on, help me out. Partida. Say, hey, listen, I didn't do good in school, but I'm going to give you the best I can, all right? Check it out. Listen, now, you also have Ed, right? Oh, where's Ed at? Ed, how you doing, brother? Lion. Yeah, the Lion that had you in the tournament, huh? Yeah, brother. Who you messing with, Ed? Who you fighting, Ed? You're fighting No, Planito, Bolando. Where's he at? It's Spanish shit, man. I can't get this shit. Come on, guys. What are we doing here, okay? Where's all our fights? We don't even have you guys here, they're transit. But anyway, listen, I'm just being funny because I'm a little nervous, and this is a really exciting thing for me. And I like to have my champ. Who's the first guy? I'm going to have this gentleman come up here first and talk about what he's going to do to our champion over here in Afghanistan. Will you please be kind enough to come up here first? Thank you very much.
Before we bring up our first set of fighters, I would like to mention a couple of gentlemen. They're a little bit Mike shy, and they want this event to be about Mike and all the fine fighters, but we do want to give a mention and have a nice round of applause, if we could, for the CEO of Iron Mike Productions, Mr. Gary Jonas.
We don't want to get that
Who I've known for quite a long time, and he does a fantastic job. The Chief Operating Officer of Iron Mike Productions, Mr. Henry Vibalta. All right.
Hey, I thought he had a different job, Gary. I didn't know he was still running stuff. Okay. Thought he's with the Manager Association. But it was my bad, I'm sorry. Please forgive me, Gary.
Our first fighter we're going to introduce to you is the gentleman who's going to be fighting on our undercard. He's 1-0 as a professional, as a super featherweight from Toledo, Ohio. Originally had a great amateur career and now looking for big things in the professional ranks. Could you please welcome up here Mr. Albert Prince Bell.
Shit, if he's the Prince, why he's in the audience and not up here? stripes, buddy. You gotta earn the stripes, brother. You ain't showing no respect to you.
How y'all doing? I really don't know what to say except I just know. But I'm just here to put my work in. Where you at? You running? No, I ain't here yet. Still with these problems, but I'm just here to put work in. I don't really do too much talking. Let my hands do it. Y'all see Friday.
Albert will be fighting Mauricio Martinez in a 4-round bout on Friday night. Our next fighter coming up to visit with you is a young man who is 16-0, undefeated, 15 wins by knockout. Originally from Cuba, he is a up-and-rising world-rated super bantamweight. Would you please welcome Alexei, the Mexican-Cuban Colado.
Hi everybody. First I want to say thank you to Henry, my promoter, Gary, and here Mike Tyson for giving me the opportunity to fight in the him show.
You're not the first Mexican Cuban, though. No. Jose Napoles.
Jose Napoles. So I am the second. That's so I'm using my opponent here. I was waiting for him, but I think so he's scared. He's not here. I'm ready for everything. I want to see him here now, but he's not here, so. But I am ready for Friday night. You will see. So angry man in the ring because I love fight. I love eat everybody. Thank you.
Another young man who's going to be fighting this Friday night. Now, Henry, myself, Gary, we're all from Florida, and this young man is one of the best fighters to come out of the state of Florida in many a year. He is 33, 3-1 as a professional, 22 wins by way of knockout. Welterweight, one of the top 3 fighters in that division in the entire world, and we're looking forward to seeing him fighting on Friday night. Would you please welcome Ed the Lion Paredes.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you guys all for coming out. It's an honor to be fighting on Iron Mike's first pro show. Growing up, I used to watch him. He was a big puncher. I'm also a big puncher. I can punch with both hands. I'm looking to put an explosive knockout together. I'm looking to get all the fans out of their seats. And don't blink, because I'm coming. I'm putting on a great show and a great knockout together. Thank you.
Now to our co-main event, 12 rounds for the interim WBA Featherweight Championship of the world. First up, this young man, 22 wins, 1 loss, 18 wins by way of knockout. A very hard puncher, very skilled fighter. He comes to us from Buenos Aires, Argentina. Rated number 4 in the world. He's escorted by his manager, Robert Garcia. Would you please welcome Jesus Cuellar.
Muchas gracias a Mike Tyson para traerme a pelear acá, a mi manager, a Sebastián Contursi, al chino Maidana, y bueno, estoy muy contento de estar acá y preparado muy bien para...
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I want to thank Mike Tyson for being able to be on the show. Also, I want to thank my manager, Sebastián Contursi, and
y bueno, he hecho un buen campamento para esta pelea y venimos en buenas condiciones para llevar el triunfo para mi Argentina.
I had a great camp, and I'm well prepared, and I'm ready to win, and I'm going to take the title back home to Argentina.
Ya agradecerle a toda la gente, a todos mis sponsors y bueno, agradecerle a toda la gente que me va a venir a apoyar.
thank my team. I want to thank all my sponsors. And thank you so much. Because of you guys, you know, this is possible. Thank you.
Enjoy it.
Mr. Cuellar's opponent. The first time I introduced this young man at a fight, I asked Henry Rivalta, I said, why Matrix? Where did the Matrix come from? He said, well, you see him in the ring. You see the things he does. The combination of speed, power, the movement. It's just like that movie, The Matrix. This young man is 14-0, undefeated, 11 wins by way of knockout. He comes to us from the Dominican Republic, ranked #2 in the world by the WBA. He is going to be accompanied by his trainer, Herman Casado. Would you please welcome Claudio, the Matrix Mariero.
What's up? We got chicken, everybody. Primeramente le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por estar aquí este día en perfectas condiciones para la pelea con Cuellar. Le quiero dar las gracias a Mike Tyson por darnos la oportunidad a los dominicanos de demostrar que nosotros tenemos calidad.
It says first and foremost, he'd like to thank everybody at the Turning Stone, his promoters, Mike Tyson, for giving him the opportunity to be here and in excellent condition, he says.
Ya, le quiero dar las gracias a todos ustedes por esa cita aquí hoy.
Again, you know, he wants to thank his fans and thank everyone here and you know, for supporting.
Estamos ready para la pelea con quien sea. Aquí no sube ni maestro ni entrenador. Aquí suben los peleadores a pelear. Puede haber entrenado con Rambo allá en Irak. Mentira. Aquí el metro tiene para todo el mundo. Y llegaste, creo que.
He says that Friday night, you know, he's glad that he had a great camp, but at the end of the day, it's a fight. The trainers can't come up, managers can't come up. No one can come up from his camp. It doesn't matter if he trained with Rambo in Iraq. He's got to deal with the Matrix on Friday night.
Gracias le quiero dar a Henry Rivalta, a Gary Jonas, por darme la oportunidad otra vez de estar aquí. Y gracias, papá Dios.
Once again, thank you to Iron Mike Productions, specifically Mike Tyson, Gary Jonas, and Henry Rivalta, and thank you very much, Lord Jesus Christ.
Now our main event of the evening, the IBF Super Featherweight Championship, 12-round schedule. First, the challenger. This young man really is an amazing story, escaping from war-torn Afghanistan to settle in Montreal, Canada. He has 20 wins, 1 loss, 10 wins by way of knockout. And as you heard Greg mention earlier, the controversial decision back on Friday Night Fights in the first week of January down in Miami. And he's not only well known for his fighting abilities, but for causing Teddy Atlas to blow a gasket over the decision. A lot of boxing people will never forget that night. But he's a terrific fighter, and he's looking forward to a great fight and challenging for the World Championship in his first title fight. Would you please welcome, accompanied by his trainer, the great World Champion Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, his manager, Mr. Paul Keefe, the challenger, Arash Usmanee.
I ain't so traumatic, but I like to I've worked so hard so many years, it's kind of surreal to be here, so I'm not going to let this opportunity pass. I'd like to thank my team, my trainer, my manager, my promoter. I got a couple of sponsors, and of course, Argenis Mendez for the opportunity, and Mike Tyson. Thank you guys so much. We had a great camp. I'm sure he had a great camp. It's going to be a good fight, good war. Hopefully we do it again. Thank you.
And now the defending champion. He comes to us from the Dominican Republic. 21 wins, 2 losses, 11 knockouts. In his first world title fight, Most boxing people will tell you that he was robbed against Juan Carlos Salgado, but he left no doubt in their rematch in March, scoring a sensational 4th round knockout. He offers beautiful boxing skills, tremendous power, and he does not intend to give up his belt easily. He is the reigning and defending IBF Super Featherweight Champion of the world. The stone is coming. He is Argenis Mendez.
Antes que todo, muy buenas tardes a todos. Gracias a Dios por estar aquí presente.
Argenis would like to thank God first and foremost, and thank you all for coming.
He tenido un gran campo de entrenamiento. Sé que me espera una pelea dura. Usmanee, para mí, todo el mundo sabe que Usmanee ganó la pelea. Para mí, por eso le estoy dando la oportunidad de pelear por el título.
In his opinion, there's no doubt that Arash did win that fight, you know, the controversial decision, and that's one of the main reasons why he chose him as his defense for his world title.
Sé lo difícil que es cuando te roban una pelea, porque ya me ha pasado. Es muy difícil, uno pasa por mal momento. Y para que él se sienta contento y tenga su oportunidad, estamos aquí para darle un buen show.
He understands how difficult it is to prepare for a fight and what's entailed in preparing for a fight, and therefore he expects a great show Friday night from him and definitely from himself.
Yo le quiero agradecer a todos por estar aquí, a Gary John, a Mike Tyson por supuesto, mi gran entrenador, Lil Bird. Hemos hecho un gran campo de entrenamiento, 3 meses trabajando duro, porque me ha costado mucho estar aquí y realmente no me voy a parar. Yo voy a seguir adelante, voy a seguir subiendo. Tengo mucha hambre de ser una superestrella y lo voy a hacer.
We would like to thank Iron Mike Productions, Gary Jonas, Henry Revolta, and of course Mike Tyson. He wants to thank personally, and from the bottom of his heart, his great trainer Lee Beard. They had a wonderful camp, 3 months, very, very intense, very hard, no stones unturned, and and once again, he wants to thank all you guys for coming, supporting, and witnessing the event.
Claro que tengo que agradecer a mi manejador José Núñez, que siempre ha estado conmigo dándome las mejores palabras y la oportunidad. A Henry Revolta también, que también todo el tiempo me ha apoyado, y voy a demostrar que soy el mejor 130 que hay en ese planeta. No importa qué tanta hambre tenga Usmanee de ser campeón, sé que la tiene porque ya pasé por ahí, pero yo sigo pensando que voy a ser más grande y por eso he trabajado tan duro como nunca para llegar hasta allá.
He says that first he'd like to thank Gary Jonas and Jose Nunez especially through the hard times, the good times. He's been there. Jose's been a very sturdy and stable person in his career, and he credits partly that for being the world champion that he is today. He's very aware of the hunger that Usmanee has because he still has it, and he hasn't relinquished it. He's not a settled champion looking past him whatsoever. He's as hungry as he is, he's probably hungrier. So Friday night again, you got to go through the storm. Argenis Mendez.
Y gracias, y voy a hacer que todo el mundo se emocione por el primer show que Mike Tyson tendrá, y también será la última show que tendrá ESPN, y lo voy a hacer muy emocionante. Muchísimas gracias por estar aquí, y no se pierdan el viernes la pelea. Muchísimas gracias.
Thank you very much once again for coming out, and most importantly for being part of the inaugural Mike Tyson Productions event and the final show on ESPN. And he's going to give a great event. He's going to give a great performance that night. He's going to leave everyone standing in complete awe of his performance. So thank you for coming and supporting.
Okay, now would anybody else like to hear a little bit more from the champ? At this time we're going to have Mike Tyson come up, and the members of the media are going to be invited to ask him some questions. They're going to bring a microphone to each member, and please make sure you state your name and what organization you represent. Without further ado, here he is again, the one and only Mike Tyson.
Okay. I don't know if this is politically correct or not, but nobody talks about hurting anybody no more. I don't know, they talk like they're going to a dance more like a fight. But anyway, we're making more interesting as the fight go on and the days get closer to the fight, all right, guys? If you'd be caring enough to ask some questions, perhaps I can answer them. I don't know if I can, but I'll try.
Hi, Mike. Jeff Kulikowski, News Channel 9, the ABC affiliate here in Syracuse. Why is this opportunity the right one for you to get in the promotion game in boxing? Is it the location in upstate New York, near the Hall of Fame? You tell me.
No, because my partner, Gary Jonas, said this is going to be the first place that we have our bouts, right here. And so this is where we're having our bouts.
Any nostalgia, though, of fighting upstate, things like that? You're a New Yorker.
Will you be kind of say that again, please?
Is there any nostalgia for you growing up in upstate New York, Catskills, not too far from here, about doing it here, fighting on ESPN when you started?
Chill out. I was just telling people right here that I fought in Empire State Games up here. I went to Lake George up here most of the time. I went to Lake Placid. I spent a great deal of time in Rome, New York. And then you see when the fights come, a bunch of my friends that come from Charlotte and they come and visit the fights. And this is, I have such an affinity with this place because, as you know, I grew up not long ago here and I won the state's championship here in Syracuse. And all I have to say is I'm very grateful to be here, and that's what I'm trying to convey, is gratitude, and this is just a wonderful thing. I'm a little nervous here, but I'm just so excited about being involved with this whole establishment. And I don't know, I need some of these fighters to come up and say they're going to kill him or something. I want to talk about his mother. Come on, we got to build tickets, man. Come on, man. Man. This guy's a bomber, and he's a gentleman. You know what I mean? Just trying to build a friend, guys, okay? Take another question if you care to ask.
Mike, Bob Newman from FightNews.com.
Yes, sir.
Quick question. Given the history that you had with some of your more infamous promoters, how do you want to approach the game as a promoter and dealing with your fighters? Differently?
Hey, I don't know. When you say my fighters, these are guys, I don't own anybody. You know, those days are over. These are guys that are associated with the company. These are their own individuals. And all I can say, I can't stop nobody from abusing themselves, because they can't stop me from abusing myself. But no, what I can do is give this champion his check personally, and his manager won't get it. I can give him his check personally, and he can give it to his, I don't know if his manager is a crappy-ass manager, but he can give it to his crappy-ass manager. But before that, his crappy-ass manager won't get the check from me. He'll get the check from him. Right, champ? Don't give him the fucking check, champ. Don't give him the check. Don't give him the check. Pay him a fee, or whatever he deserves, and keep the money. Don't give him the whole check. Motherfucker. I'm sorry, Gary. Very good, man. Oh, God. Don't fail the promotion before it starts. Okay. Yes, please, another question.
Hey, Mike. Kyle Bennett with the Oneida Dispatch. You're hosting your first fight just a little bit from Carmen Basilio's hometown in Canastota. How much did you know about Carmen?
Well, I know a lot about Carmen Basilio. You don't think I do, but I know he fought Kid Gavilan first and beat him and then get the decision. You know, and then he fought Johnny Saxon and beat the you-know-what out of him. And he also beat Tony DeMarco pretty good, too. And mostly anybody he fight, he kicked the shit out of. But once we're not supposed to use those words, I'm sorry. But anyway, Carmen Basilio, by all means, is one of the toughest and greatest gamest fighters in the history of the world. And to prove that his fight with Sugar Ray Robinson, forgive me, was legendary. They'll always be remembered as long as they're writing about boxing.
Okay, Mike, and
he's a goddamn onion farmer too, okay?
Mike, what impact do you think MMA has had on the boxing world?
Will you be kind enough to say that once more, sir?
What impact do you think MMA, mixed martial arts, has had on the boxing community?
Oh man, it overshadowed boxing so much because boxing's been so predictable. And it has a lot to do with the officials of boxing when they give those horrible decisions like this guy right here, he got robbed. So I didn't see the fight, but I'm sure he got robbed. If anybody else said he got robbed, the champ said he got robbed. But these bad decisions that they've been given is turning people away from boxing. It's so overt to see that these guys are so, what's the word again? Illegal. So of course people don't want to be involved with that. And then again, they won't even fight each other for another 2 years after the fight. So it's really, people want to see action. You want to see the two best fighters in the world fight, and they don't want to see guys fighting the same guys. They want to see guys fight everybody individually in the world. Some promoters hold their guys and say, we don't let me fight each other. And these guys say, no, I want to fight everybody. We all fight everybody to get in the tournament, and the best fighter is the best fighter. Isn't that what we want? Now on the road, I think you should vote and say who should fight. You should the winner of Mendez and the Bomber fight Gumbawa, what's his name again? He's the one, the Cuban guy. Gamboa, all right, I'm sorry, okay? But anyway, do you think the winner of this fight should fight Gamboa? You tell me. Your guys should be able to put in the text and let us know who you want to fight. Because that's the best way. The crowd, the fans should tell us who they want to fight, right? Who do you want to fight? Well, text it. Let's watch the program, okay? Watch the goddamn show on the television, said text on the stuff on the show. Yes, sir.
Luke to be at WIBX. Does being around the boxing atmosphere again make you want to get back in the ring at all?
Well, I never want to get in the ring again, okay? I want to get killed, but anyway, I just enjoy being around these guys. I understand what these guys are going through. I know what they're going through psychologically, emotionally. I know how they feel. I know how their barometer feel. I know how sometimes we're frightened, but we want people to respect. We want the people to know that we have something to offer as well in the world. And I know that we want to be known. We want to take our part in the world too, and be recognized, and our preeminence to be known. And I know it's because these are shy guys. Most boxers are shy guys, and they would never say that. But that's just what we want. We want to be known. We want people to notice that we're worthy of something as well. Because most of us come from really shitty places, you know. I'm not saying, I don't know about these guys, but me, I came from a shitty place with shitty parents, right? And I want people to know that that's not who I am. What my parents give me is not who I want. I'm who I am now. I have better living skills than my parents have, more tools. So I'm not what my family were. I'm what I decided to be.
So more about boxing, guys. Mike, we've got one more question here.
We wanted one more question now. Just one more from you.
Hey there, Mike. This is Mike Levin from WKTV in Utica, just up the road.
I love Utica. Utica's cool.
Mike, you're one of the biggest names in boxing history, and how important is it to you to lend your name to help the sport, in this way, to be a promoter and really give back to the sport?
Hey, listen, I like the sound of that stuff, that I'm helping the sport and giving back to people, but that's not true. The only way I can give back is the officials have to give back as well. We have to be honest with ourselves and honest with our fans, and not take bribes and not steal decisions. And not these are guys fighting their life, and it should be on even terms. And that's what it is. These boxers are not getting even terms. You know, matter of fact, when you see a boxing match, you know who's going to win before the fight even starts normally, right? And that's not going to be this way. We'll have the best fighters fight the best fighters, and whatever happens then, and then they continue to raise higher. Gain weight, 2-time champions, 3-time champions, different divisions. It's all about escalation.
We're going to sneak in one more, Mike.
I don't want to hear one more. I want to hear more people.
Mike, what will it be like? I know you said you don't want to get back into the ring to fight. What's it going to be like to sit there and watch these guys fight?
Well, I'm a watcher as a fan, of course, and I'm going to be so happy that I'm not in here.
Thank you, champ.
You're welcome, sir.
Well, I tell you, if our show is half as good as he was today, ESPN's going to have ratings through the roof. We're really excited about this show. It's going to be an amazing event. We're looking forward to it. We thank you all for coming out this afternoon. We're going to be having some of the members of the media. You're going to be able to speak to some of our other fighters individually, and we're going to make arrangements for that. We're also going to be making arrangements for some photo ops as well. So, again, thank you all for coming. We hope you enjoyed it. We look forward to seeing you on Friday night for ESPN Friday Night Fights. Tyson is back.